Hey guys, this is Chinese77, coach of the Brisbane Heat here with the Week 11 matchup for the UALB against Vergi and the Kelowna Mawiles. Vergi is a pretty good friend of mine. We met through another league, so we battled a couple of times there, and it's actually 1-1. So this is currently the decider. His team, Sand Team, has got Mega Pinsir, Tyranitar, Excadrill, Suicune, Nidoking, Mienshao, Flygon, Hooper, Sneasel, Misdreavus, Blissey, and Stoutland. Um, I felt that Sand was pretty bad against my team because I have a lot of Levitators. So I thought if he was going to bring Excadrill that it would be a Scarf variant with Mold Breaker. Also very scared of Hooper because there wasn't anything that really could take a hit from it except Snorlax, so I had to bring Snorlax. um, had to bring Skarmory as well because it walled like all of his physical attackers. Um, and I guess Nidoking was a bit of an issue as well, but I had Cresselia that would take a hit easily uh, and just be able to deal some good damage with Psychic or Psyshock. But my team, I'll quickly run through it. Mega Heracross because he has like 6 fighting weaknesses, and Mega Heracross just destroys that. Snorlax explained why, but it's more of a. It's got max defense, a little bit of HP, and the rest in Spadef, just to be able to live a a hit from Hooper and be able to pursuit trap it. That was basically my only way of dealing with Hooper. Um, and yeah, if that plan didn't work, I would have lost straight away. Tornadus because Tornadus was fast and has access to superpower, so and knockoff. Um, Skarmory because it's just a massive wall. I had enough Spadef to live 2 Sheer Force, Life Orb, Timid, Ice Beams from Nidoking. I don't know why I thought that I needed that, but oh, I didn't need the extra defense um, because things that I would have been two-shotted by, the extra defense wouldn't have prevented a two-shot. So I thought, just pack in extra special defense. Also holding a Rocky Helmet. Gastrodon was a switch in to Nidoking. And Gramble was there for Flygon, Mienshao, and um, Excadrill because I couldn't be 3-hit KO'd um, unless it was max attack, I think. I can't remember the calc. Anyway, um, let's get into it. I was scared. I really wanted to lead Mega Heracross because it had the best matchup against everything. Um, and I think I just got scared of Scarf Nidoking carrying Flamethrower that I felt like the best move was to go Snorlax. Um, Also, I was scared of Scarf Hooper um, because Scarf Hooper does a lot of damage. So I led with Snorlax as he leads with Blissey. So I immediately regret my decision. I feel like he's going to either set up rocks or T-Wave or something, but he flings. Flame Orb burns my Skarmory, which is a bugger. I just set up my rocks here as the Ice Beams, which does a little bit. 24% is not bad from a Blissey. I just roost while he switches. trying to get healthy because I know I need to take a lot of attacks. I switch into Gramble to get the Intimidate drop, and I don't really want to get worn down, even though I know he's going for a Rapid Spin, and the extra damage would be nice on Excadrill. But on his switch, I go for a Heal Bell and get that burn off Skarm, and go right back into Skarm to set up the rocks as he Ice Beams, and that does a chunk again. So he knows that I'm going to set up the rocks, so he sends in Excadrill. As I want to try and take the initiative here, go for a close combat to get a kill, but he has a Hooper, so I don't, and I thought he would have gone into it here. So I went for Bullet Seed. Turns out he stays in, goes for the Aerial Ace, and it crits. Now the crit did matter, would have done about 70% to him, or 70% max to me, but yeah, the crit took me out. Turns out he was Choppleberry as well, so if I did close combat him, the defense drop would have allowed me to be one hit KO'd. So that's alright. So I go back into Skarmory, set up my rocks, as I know he's going to Rapid Spin, but I have the Rocky Helmet, and I roost to get up to a good amount of health. I'm just going to set up the rocks again, but he sends out Hooper. Now, activate Plan A as he goes for a Thunderbolt and paralyzes me. And I'm just praying that I don't get paralyzed. And I don't, I break through the paralysis and I kill the Hooper. So Pinsir comes out. I'm scared he's going to set up an SD or a sub or something. So I went for Body Slam there and let it get taken out. But here is my physical wall, and I know he's got to switch out, so I just Whirlwind, just get some phasing through. As Nidoking comes in, I'm really scared of the Flamethrower, so I go into Gastrodon as he Ice Beams crits. So Hack's not really favouring me this game, but I'm just going to go for a Scald. And it burns, which is nice, but you know, Blissey has natural cure, so that burn doesn't really matter. He makes a double hit into Nidoking, which I know is scarfed after the Ice Beam damage, and he's carrying, I know he's carrying probably the 2 stabs, Ice Beam, and hopefully the Flamethrower, but, or hopefully not Flamethrower, but as we saw there, he went for Hidden Power. Probably Hidden Power Grass to catch my Gastrodon. So from here, I know that Skarmory can wall it. And as he returns, I get some Rocky Helmet damage, and he SDs, but I just Whirlwind him out, and I know he's going to die on the switch, provided that Excadrill doesn't Rapid Spin. So Flygon, interestingly, Tailwinds, but I Whirlwind, luckily, and get Pinsir out, and and then he just dies. So knowing that Nidoking can't really touch me, I just stay in, and Whirlwind. Now, I thought he was going to Rapid Spin, so I set up rocks again to be cheeky, but he doesn't. Once again, I know that Nidoking can't do anything. He thinks I'm going to Whirlwind again, but this time I'm just going to go for a Brave Bird, just to get some damage and kill this Excadrill. So from here, it's just going to be Skarmory sitting and walling out his entire team, because the Flygon is defensive. So it was defensive with Tailwind, Toxic, Roost, and U-Turn. So any damage that he would have done to me, I would have been doing much more with the Rocky Helmet. And from here, it's just a stall wall for the next 30 turns. Uh, so instead, I'll give you guys a quick update. Um, I got a new mic. Hopefully the sound quality is a little better. Also, looking into doing some graphics. Trying to learn from YouTube how to do some stuff. So, depending on how busy I am this week, hopefully I'll have something up for next week. As for my Mono League, that I am currently on a buy this week, so there won't be an upload for that, sadly, but there will be one next week, so look out for that. And I also joined a new league called the MFL. It's part of, there's 7 other guys in it, um, and they're all part of the Token Minorities tournament that will be played next week on the 13th. So yeah, they're a pretty cool group of guys. I was, yeah, I'll just quickly run through my draft. So the draft format was 2 picks from OU, UU, RU, NU, PU. So 10 Pokemon in all, and you have to draft in order. I really wanted Kyurem Black as my pick because it just was a just hit so hard, and because you have to pick from such low tiers, I thought, well, nothing from the low tier can take a hit. Why not take it? But sadly, it got sniped from me the pick before, so I took Megalopony instead because I've always wanted to try using Megalopony. I finally get to. So I paired it up with Zapdos in UU to deal with that bird spam and fighting spam. Then I got Hydreigon to deal with psychic spam. Um, yes, and then Milotic to cover a bit of the ice weakness that was developing, well, with with Hydreigon and Zapdos. Picked up Drapion and Bronzong, and then Zangoose, um, Clefairy, and Clefairy and Dusknoir. I'm forgetting a RU pick. Well, must be really good if I forgot it. Yeah, here I should have just, if back to the battle, I should have really just gone into Gramble to finish off the job, because Gramble would have almost one-shotted him, but for some reason I just stay in, wanting to get the kill with Skarmory. Um, yeah, eventually I run out of Brave Birds, and I just let it die from Brave Bird recoil. And then I finally go into Gramble. Let's speed things up. But yeah, this is good game from Vergi. I know it was a bit painful at the end, um, but uh, hopefully we don't have to go through another one of these again. This is the 5th week in a row. Well, I still haven't. I've played 5 weeks, and I still haven't used. Well, Cresselia still hasn't hit the field, um, and and everyone seems to prep for it really hard, but I still haven't gotten to use it. Sadly, I don't know if it was sad. Um, but yeah, maybe next week. I almost brought it this week for weakness policy Cresselia, but T-Tar would have just destroyed it. And there we go. There's the end of the battle. So The MFL I'll hopefully upload Friday nights, um, which is my Saturday. So hopefully these UALB videos will keep coming out on Sunday, which is, I guess, America's Saturday. And I will try to do the ECA Mono Season Mono League on Mondays, which should be America's Sunday. So thanks, guys. If you wanted a full draft analysis of the MFL, just leave a comment below. Yeah, thanks for listening.